Warning: this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
William!
Yeah.
Hey, it's the week after Halloween, alright?
Happy Halloween, people.
No, it's happy post-Halloween, miss, alright?
Not according to Zenkaiger when we get this shit.
No, that's right. Hey, this is a Halloween episode, which is really fucking weird, because they don't do this shit.
Oh,
They
really? They don't do this in general?
Halloween seasonal episode. They do Christmas episode, right? It's more common for Sentai to do Christmas episode than it is to do actual Halloween episode, right?
What's to stop them from doing Halloween episodes, though?
I don't think Halloween is as big of a deal in Japan as it is as like compared to Christmas, I guess. Right?
I guess so.
Right, because Christmas is more celebrated there. It's just so fucking weird for them to do it. Right? What was it? Let's go back to Kira Major. Did they do a Christmas episode, Kira Major?
God, I don't think so. I mean, if you can look up when Kikai Major aired an episode on Halloween or near, I still have it in my on my hard drive.
Let me. I'm checking right now. Did Kira? Oh, they did. It was the rap episode, apparently.
Wait, it was the wrap-up episode?
Apparently the episode where they did the rap, that was considered the Christmas episode.
Wait, what? How does that make sense, though?
According to the Wikipedia page, it's considered the Christmas episode.
How is that considered? There was no Christmas feelings of any of that.
What do you mean? It's the Christmas rap, alright?
The Christmas rap. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, it's more common for Sentai to do a Christmas-themed episode than it is... Like, this is like the first time in a while in me watching Sentai that I've ever recalled of doing a Halloween episode, right?
So they've done it before, then?
I'm trying to think... Because I know Power Rangers is more into for the Halloween.
I mean, yeah, it's, America, so... And Halloween is a big thing for America.
And people love commercialism. You gotta love that commercialism.
Yeah, honestly.
Let's see, okay. Jeez, yeah, okay. I went to the Sentai page. Okay, I want you to take a guess in the 45 years of Super Sentai history, how many times they have done a Halloween episode.
Out of the whole total 45 seasons they've done over the years?
Including Zenkaiger.
Zenkaiger. Okay, so we already have one for Zenkaiger.
Yep. So we have a minimum of one, okay?
Are we limiting this to Halloween or just...
Oh, no, Halloween, yes.
Just Halloween.
Try to guess how many Halloween episodes Sentai has done.
Alright, off the random, because I'm assuming it's not going to be a lot. 4.
2!
2?
Zenkaiger is the second time they have done a Halloween episode.
Oh my god. Wait, what's the first one?
Zooja. That was the one with the furry people back in 2016.
Oh god. You think that's why? Because they don't want people to remember the furries?
Yeah, I don't know.
And they're doing so well for Zenkai. I mean, I would imagine they're doing well as a general season for Sentai and Zenkaiger.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it's really fucking weird. Yeah. Well, then again, Zenkaiger's more fun and lighter, so I guess it makes more sense for them to do a
Halloween episode. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. At least, you know what? Hey, that was the good thing. At least this episode did not involve a train. Okay.
Did it involve a train?
Yeah, or did it involve Kira Yoshikage in any way?
Okay.
Did you heard what happened in Japan over Halloween?
You're talking about the stabbing, right?
Yep. And the one where it proves how fucking stupid American news media is.
Oh,
when he kept referring to the
they
attacker
kept thinking it was like Joker or something, right?
Yeah, and I was like, literally, as soon as like at first I thought like the guy was actually dressed up like the Joker, right? Either Walking Phoenix incarnation or not Jared Leto. Fuck. Who was the one before Jared Leto? Dark Knight. Fuck.
Heath Ledger.
Right? So I legitimately thought there was a guy that was dressed up. I was like, one of those Jokers. Like, that'd be pretty bad. But as soon as the photos came out online or the video, I was like, this is not the Joker in any way. Literally, the first thing I popped into my mind was Kira Yoshikage, right? But as soon as I saw this guy, I was like, wow, This is the problem with the American news media, alright? We need to do something about it. This is their fake news, alright? CNN full of fake news, okay?
That's more misinformed news, and where they just don't do their fucking research.
It's the fake liberal news, alright?
Oh my god, let's not start with that, please.
Wait, but Joe, at least we can start with our weekly unnamed tokusatsu podcast series about Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, a weekly discussion series where I, Austin, a person who denounces the fake liberal news network, is written by my friend Will. That's you, Will, a proud warrior of the QAnon.
Don't just start saying that shit. I don't want that on record. I don't want that on audio. Stop
Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Hey, welcome to episode 34. The pumpkin capturing contest.
Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess going into the episode, ignoring that fucking catastrophe of an opening.
That was a good opening,
yeah,
alright?
So
that was the truth opening, okay?
The truth opening,
Hey, look.
Oh my god, but
Hey, it's Halloween, okay?
It's Halloween.
Actually Halloween.
Yeah.
And
then everyone's
also, it doesn't help that this episode actually aired on Halloween, so I guess that's why they did it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
It actually aired on Halloween Day, right?
Oh, well then that's fair. If that's the reason why they did a Halloween episode,
yeah. So I was okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, for them to do that.
But like my you know, well, I mean, okay, so I mean, I just kind of wanted to mention, I wish they kept their costumes on when they transformed. Can we just say there's a missed opportunity right there?
Yeah, well, definitely 1% a missed opportunity for them to put the stupid outfit on, right? Because it's.
I mean, you know, they look fucking dorky as shit. Honestly, it's just still weird to consider the fact that Kikanoids are wearing costumes in the first place.
Right? Right? So did that mean that in Kikatopia were fucking there? Do you think they had Kikai pilgrims or
Kikai pilgrims? Oh god, like a Kikai Thanksgiving?
Yeah, was there a did the Kikai visitor from Kikai New England give the Kikai natives Kikai blankets? For them to help him out through the winter?
Oh, God.
Because they were such nice people?
Yeah, right? And then, you know, they spread their foreign Kikai infections to a populace that's never experienced such diseases before? It's hard to say. I mean...
Actually, hold on. Yeah.
I mean...
Jesus.
I mean, considering that there is a lower class and upper class type of thing that they have going on with the Kikainoids, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Hey, Kikai prejudice needs to stop, alright?
Well, I mean, I think that's the whole point of this series, to stop the prejudice of Kikainoids against other Kikainoids. You know, stop Kikainoid on Kikainoid violence.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so everyone's dressed up in their stupid Halloween costume, right? Right? Hey, I like the fact that it's, I guess it's somewhat in theme of what they're dressing up with, right? Like Majin being a witch makes sense. Gallon being a cat, tiger or some shit. Room's Frankenstein's monster because I guess Frankenstein's considered a work of literature. Is that considered a good work of literature? Yeah, I think that was the reason, right?
I was kind of more thinking along the lines of like, since it was since what Frankenstein's powered by like electricity, maybe that was the case. But that actually makes a lot more sense considering that.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting.
The only one that doesn't make sense is Juran, and why the fuck he's dressed. Boy, is that the Phantom of the Opera he's dressed as, or a vampire? Hold
on, let me go back and see, because I don't quite recall. Because they really only show off the costumes for like a hot second, and then they go.
You barely see Juran. I think he's supposed to be Phantom of the Opera. He has a cape and a top hat, right? So I assume it was Phantom of the Opera.
I mean, no, there's like devil horns on his hat, so I don't know. I mean,
and his face is fully paint white, so I guess he's a vampire or some shit. Kaito's just a stupid looking. Kaito's not even a real fucking costume. He really put on a pumpkin head and call it a day.
Yeah, well, you know what? Now that I think on it, do you think if somebody walked up to Zurin and accused him of whiteface? You think that's what they did?
That's what does whiteface hearts.
Yeah, it's just
is there a Kikai? Do you think? Hey, did you think there was a Kikai race system in Kikaitopia land?
Again, considering that there's a class system, yes, I would say so.
No, but a class system and a race system are different, all right, William?
Well, look,
yeah, keep that in mind.
You use a class system to oppress the races, obviously. Come on, that's racism 101.
No, okay. Okay.
Also, Yasuda is like a fucking Peter Pan, which
yeah, that's fun. Yeah,
that's
also,
fun.
hey, zombies. Everyone's zombies this episode and everything.
Well, you say zombies, more like fanatical trick-or-treaters that decided to storm the White House, or whatever the Capitol building, fucking to get some sweet candy.
Get that sweets, right? They just came in and they just invaded.
I don't know why I'm bringing this back. I'm the one who's like, no, I hate this, stop it. But now
you're the one that's against but you're pro January 6th now, I guess.
No, don't you start with that shit. I told you, we're not doing that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god. Anyway, I shouldn't have done this. I regret everything. Moving on. Fucking everyone's going wild for candy.
The store pretty much get robbed, alright?
Oh my god,
it straight up gets robbed. Holy shit.
I will say though, some of the fucking positions that like the characters are, I like how Gallon's like head first into the ice cream machine. That's probably my favorite thing.
That's a fun little bit. I like that. I enjoy that. Right? That's fun. And then he's just straight up stuck. He's straight up just stuck in that shit. It's like, I can't get out.
I like to think he's actually stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then of course everyone's like, oh, the Toji Tendo must have been behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least they realized that. At least they can start blaming everything on those no good, dirty Toji Tendos now, right?
Like stub your toe, goddamn Toji Tendo.
Yeah, that's right. They could blame all of their social injustice on a different class of people, right?
Jesus,
nothing bad can never happen from that.
Oh, January 6th was a Kikai Nord inside job. Toji Tendo inside job.
So this week's enemy is Halloween World, and everything, and he just puts people. Boy, hey, this area was different than what I was thinking of. What he was gonna do, right? Because he does a trick, a trick beam, right? Right. So it puts up the thought that he has a treat beam as well, right?
Yeah.
Like that was the thought process I was going along with this, but no, that does not happen whatsoever. Yeah. He only has one beam.
Yeah, he only has the beam to ruin Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah, he only has a trick beam. Like the way that I thought he was gonna have a trick beam and a treat beam, but nope, only one beam apparently.
Yeah, but then again, I would be hard pressed to imagine what a treat beam would do.
Yeah. Hey, so pretty much everyone become rioters.
Yeah, everyone becomes rioters at the mention of the trick beam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they start ruining Halloween for everyone.
Yeah.
And everything. Yeah, I love the part when he's trying to introduce himself and everyone figures out. It was like, nope.
It's not a particularly hard thing to figure out, honestly.
Yeah.
Considering that he's clearly
especially the fact that you decide to appear on Halloween as well to come to do it. It's like,
right. Yeah, you're pretty on the nose there, bud.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm just reading messages.
Yeah. Then Hot Kaiser shows up. He's like, I'm here. Well, Watashi wa kita. It's Hot Kaiser and everything.
Yeah,
right?
while Stacy just kind of fucking watches on the rooftop, brooding.
Yeah, and then he thinks, boy, hey, real quick, did you know that the back of his outfit had that red thing on it?
Oh, what do you mean, the boomerang thing?
No, on Stacy's outfit, how he has a red pattern on it. Did you ever notice that? That was like the first I've ever seen his outfit.
You're gonna have to
the back of it. I guess.
You give me a timestamp and I'll look at it because I don't.
Oh, it's like a. Well, what is this? It's like a I lost my timestamp. It's like 4:19. Like you see, like he's on the top of the rooftop, and we see a back shot of him, and we see the back of his dress.
I've never seen that actually.
Yeah, this is like the first time I noticed that he had this on the back of his back shirt. Dress
we do get a lot more of his front rather than his back, so it does slip.
Yeah, that was like the first thing I ever. It's like the first I noticed that. Yeah, so hey, Stacy's moping and he's in deep thought. Right, like, what's your plan, Hot Kaiser? What are you doing? I was like, what are you doing, Hot Kaiser? Right, and Kaiser's like, I'm just here to fight. I'm here to kick names.
Yeah, he's just here to he fights for his friends,
Yeah, I'm here to kick ass and take names.
Yeah, his friends are his power, and he's just kind of like, hey, it's fun to work together, right? And then Stacy's like,
which is really weird because it occurred to me that I never realized this was his character art. His character personality, right?
Oh,
That he's the
Hakkaiser?
guy that's like, hey, let's work together to defeat the enemy, right?
No, I mean that was his whole shtick, right? He was just very happily helping his
But I never picked up on
the
that for
Toshi
some
Tento.
reason.
Really?
This was like
He was always like, "I'll protect you. I'll do what I can to keep them off your back, and you do your thing." And then everyone's like, "Yeah, you go ahead and do that." And then they go, and then the world of the episode just goes ahead and does what they do.
Boy, that was the first time I ever picked up on that.
That's amazing. But
Yeah.
it's also
Hey,
kind
but-
of interesting to see how that ties into Stacy's arc as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Right.
like making him realize the power of family and friendship.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Right. Hey, so they finally addressed your plot hole, William. Right.
Uh-huh.
With Majin, right?
Yeah, Majin.
How
yeah.
she's just a fucking idiot, right?
Yeah, and the fact that
She's
she
like,
has all these
oh.
magical powers and shit.
Yeah, he literally remembers this episode. Oh shit, I can fly! Holy shit! Right? It's like she only has one job, and it's to do the magic. She's forgot that she can fucking fly and do magic. Right? It's like the
Yeah,
It's
and-
almost as if it happens when you establish a character with extremely broken power to the point where you have to keep retconning this character to be weaker or forget plotting beats about this character, right?
What if that's
how a
just
character
like-
to forget that there was a ship of armies that was approaching the nation you're trying to invade, you know, right?
Oh my
and,
God.
And sure, it has to be like, the character just randomly forgot about the army all of a sudden, right?
Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, and look,
But then
look, remember, William,
it's just like
it was the throne that killed Daenerys,
I swear to
not
God.
Jon
No,
Snow
that's
stabbing
so
her with a knife.
stupid. I hate that. It's like that's not even it's not even the point. That whole stupid scene was like the dragon was like, "Hey man, I knew it was the throne that fucked this all up. Not you, John. I'm gonna head out
Not
and go."
you, Jon. The person with the bloody knife
In his hand,
the
holding
body.
his mother's body. You know, he's like, he's not the murderer. It was the throne.
It was the throne the entire time. She must have sat on the throne and one of the knives on the throne stabbed her. Then she walked forward
And then got stabbed by John by accident. Like she trips down the stairs after she got stabbed and then fell into the knife that John was conveniently holding.
No. She sat on the iron throne. The iron throne stabbed her, right? So she went down, and the knife, and Jon Snow took that knife out of her back, and then she died. And then the dragon was like, it was whatever fucking dragon that was left. Whatever fucking dragon that was, Dragon or whatever the fuck. Boy, what was the dragon that ended up living?
But I think no, it was called Drogon. Yeah.
Drogon was like, it was the throne that killed her.
Yeah. God.
The dragon can understand symbolism within the human world, even though it technically has no concept of what the Iron Throne is.
God. Yeah.
The dragon picked up on it. Yes, I understand the symbolism of the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
Within this universe.
Yeah. It's just. It's just like how Ijibude has no concept of which world he's picking up. He just randomly happens to pick one up, and then apparently nobody fucking knows what it does. I fucking love that they fucking just like straight up like Barashi taught like this is kind of the episode where they're like poking fun at themselves, right? Which is also really kind of great. And it's just like they're like poking fun at the plot holes that we may have picked up, right? It's just like because apparently Ijibude, he would just pick a world and he has no idea what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Barashi Taro calls him out on
really
shit
rushes
so
through
much.
the weekly anime that comes out.
I just love that Barashi Taro just is like he's like the problem is we don't know which world we're using when you're picking them up, and I'm like, and literally everyone is like, wait, what? And then Ishi was like, shut up! And it's like the most stupidest shit. I'm like, this is the most incompetent group of assholes I've ever seen in my life.
The fact that we're supposed to believe that this is like a empire that has gone and taken over all these other worlds, right?
Yeah, and apparently it was just like they just like as like. It seems like every time they've conquered a world, it's been super fucking easy because all they have to do is put it into one of the little coins, right? And then apparently, once that doesn't happen, they just don't know what to do with themselves. They just don't know what to fucking do. It's fucking wild as shit.
Right.
It's so stupid.
So the plot of the episode is that they knocked off the pumpkin world, the Halloween world's pumpkin, and then they have to go. But it turns out, it turns out that Halloween is very commercialized within within this earth, right? To the point where there's fucking pumpkins everywhere.
Many pumpkins.
This is what happens when you let commercialism takes over your culture. All right.
Hey man, I for one am very much in line with our pumpkin overlords, alright?
Right? The best part is when Hawkeye goes for and he just goes in front of like some person's house. Right?
Yeah, he just goes up and he's like, "Oh, hello children. Hello mother. I'm just looking at these pumpkins here. Don't mind me."
I don't know, he's so fucking nice about it. Like, yeah, it's like, don't ignore me, the fact that I just went on your lawn and look at your pumpkin.
Honestly,
right?
It's fucking fantastic. Just he just does this shit.
And Majin proves that hey, Majin is the example of don't text and drive. Right?
God, yeah. She's just like on her crystal ball and she's just walking and it just runs into Jiren.
And Jiren tells him, hey, don't text and drive. Okay?
Honestly. You know, also, just to bring it back up, right? Just like real quick for a hot second, but like, you know, I'm starting to think Majin's stupidity is probably the and I say this lovingly, I suppose, but like Majin's stupidity is probably the nerf that explains her powers. Honestly, you know.
Right.
I don't know if we mentioned it. I mean, look, seriously. The most overpowered shit, and apparently the only reason she doesn't do it is because she's kind of dumb.
Yeah, she's a complete fucking idiot.
Granted, she's also a slob and a neat, so I guess it tracks. So you know.
Right.
And then also like we should also mention, because it does happen before the scene I mentioned, but like fucking Kaito does recruit Zox and Flint in their help in finding the pumpkin that was knocked off Halloween World's head, right?
Yeah.
And so like. Kaito is like draws this most terrible shit. Like what the fuck? He drew the pumpkin. Like he's like, oh, this is the pumpkin that fell off his head. And then the picture that you see with Zox is like, it's a very bad picture of a pumpkin.
Yeah, it's just a picture of a grape, you know.
Yeah.
Right?
God. But fucking yeah, everyone's just walking around, looking around for fucking What's the word I'm looking for?
For the pumpkin.
For the pumpkins, right? Yeah, for the pumpkins. Everyone's looking for it. Flint's looking for it. Zox, Jiren, everyone is looking for it, right? And then Kaito is just like looking at the pumpkins that are just around, like around the just basically all around the place. And then he also happens to find Stacy there too. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, this is kind of the moment where Kaito is like, hey, you're not gonna beat us, but beat us at finding the pumpkin. We're gonna find it with the power of our teamwork, right?
With our powers, you know.
Yeah,
right?
And then that whole point where it's just like, he's really just kind of saying like, he's just really driving the point home that Stacy's apparently has no social life and has no friends.
Yeah, that Stacy's a fucking loser.
Yeah, like Stacy, who we thought was the coolest of them all. Well, second to Zox, is apparently a loser altogether. Because
yeah, we gotta establish that when they switch body, and then we found out that Stacy's role within the Toji, it's just a fucking loser as well, right?
Yeah, honestly. I also like. It's just like, not like. Right. That's the wrong word I mean. But what I mean is that like he's kind of looking around. Right, for the pumpkin, while he just kind of contemplates fucking Kaito's words about like teamwork and friendship and stuff. He's like, and then he also thinks back to Hawkeye's thinking like, maybe I should have friends, right? But maybe I have to outdo Barushitaro on my own. And then he just he's walking along, and then of course he finds a pumpkin in the river, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Then you get a quick scene of Hawkeye's finding a pumpkin over in like on a fucking rooftop, like that's like. At least like 15 stories up. It's a very impressive hurdle, I will say. But yeah, he happens to find a pumpkin too, and then you basically get apparently when with Halloween World just didn't know what to do with himself and decided to sit amongst a whole bunch of junk.
Yeah. He realized that without his pumpkin, he is trash, right?
Yeah, he is absolute nothing. He has no meaning in this world, no value. All he is trash.
Yeah, he realized his only value for living was the pumpkin, right?
Yeah, honestly. And then it's just like, but in the, like, while he's just feeling sorry for himself, I just love the fact that, like, you get fucking Flint and Zox walking by, right? And then he's just trying to pretend to be garbage, but then they very clearly see that was the case, right? And then I love that Halloween World.
Oh no, this interaction is great.
It is so good. It is fucking amazing.
It proves why these two are like the best character within the series, right?
God, and I just love how they poke fun at themselves because, like, it's just like Halloween World fucking picks himself up and then fucking runs off, and then in the background he sees Zox and Flint just doing the dance while he's just transforming. I love the line where it's like, what the fuck are they doing? Why are they just standing there and dancing as he's just running off? It's the funniest shit. I just love that they call that out.
It pokes fun at Sentai tropes and everything, right?
Yeah,
because it proves how fucking stupid. It proves how fucking stupid Zox's dance sequences are. Like, look. I'm sure the actor's having the time of his life, right? The actors from Zox and Flint are definitely having the time of life doing shit when they transfer. But fuck, it proves how fucking long it is, right?
Yeah, honestly, it is. It lasts a long
fucking
while.
Sequence is right. When you transform, right? It's almost as if, like, imagine if you're like another tokusatsu-based series that's also produced by Toei and aimed towards Japanese schoolboy between the ages of 6 and 12, and you use a device, but every time you use the device, it fucking says a bunch of fucking nonsensical phases before you transform into your superhero armor mode, right?
God damn it! God damn you! You know what? Honestly, I'm hoping they poke fun at that in the movie. I really am. I really do hope that they do that in the movie, in a crossover. Yeah. Soon, I suppose. We'll record that at some point.
Halloween runs off and everything.
But Halloween runs off. And then...
but it doesn't matter because Zox is there already waiting for him.
Honestly. Which is really weird. I don't know how he's able to do that, but alright.
It's just a pretty fun thing, fun little bit.
It is a fun bit, I will say.
Yeah, and then he just straights up, so he realizes that, then Zox starts attacking him.
Yeah, he's pretty much just bullying this guy too.
Just because it clearly starts a Halloween Town World has no power in any way, right?
Yeah, you know. Then you get like fucking as he's getting bullied, fucking Stacy and Kaiser just coming with the fucking pumpkins.
Yeah,
right?
He both finds two convenient pumpkins with evil faces and everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and then I just kind of love the whole slow motion where he said Halloween was like, "Yay! You brought the pumpkin to me, pumpkin!" It's so fucking stupid. And then Stacy's just really hoping that like fucking like his pumpkin gets picked, and then it's just like instead he picks Kaiser's pumpkin, and the look on fucking like Stacy's face is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in this fucking show.
Oh yeah, that's detriment, right? That's he. Stacy realized the life he is in right now.
Yeah, it just it really felt a lot like I don't like it felt like it's like you have a mom and a dad, right? And then they're like, all right, son and or daughter, pick one of us. You know, that kind of thing. That's the kind of face that it reminds me of. It's just like it's like the one parent that's just apparently not the favorite of the child, and they're like astonished, devastated. You know,
right.
That or is like a kicked puppy. It's either of the two, honestly. But it's really fucking good. And of course he puts on he's about to put on the fucking pumpkin, but then you get like fucking Zox, and then you get like this the main Zenkaiger team coming in, and then they transform. And I guess in the middle of the transformation, they just ran up to these two and they just didn't move at all. Especially after we went over the fact that like fucking Halloween World commented on the fact that Zox was dancing while not moving and he just ran away. I'm surprised that he didn't run away in this either. But then, you know, Stacy's like off in the background like, oh man, it maybe I should have friends. Then this would have been a lot better, right? And then, you know, they're having a fight in the middle of it. And then I love the fight. I love when Zox just comes in. It's like where Halloween World is protecting the fucking pumpkin. Zox comes in.
This entire sequence is great, where everyone's
really
fighting.
Good.
It's just fighting, and then Zox just right? And then Zog just straight up shoots it, right? Like they have like this whole extravagant sequence of them trying to
of them trying to get the pumpkin and everything, right? It's like, oh, we're not gonna let you put it on and everything, right? And then fucking Zox comes in, like off screen, his son comes into view, and he just shoots the pumpkin into smithereens.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
And then he has this whole dramatic like, my pumpkin, no, and he's just like,
Halloween Town was then detrimented and everything.
Yeah, and then apparently Halloween was like, you know what? I'm just gonna use the pumpkin Stacy has and puts it on. I'm like,
apparently he can just use any other pumpkin at any point. It turns out.
Like, so, I'm like, and everyone else is also like, why did he just get another pumpkin? And then Zoxy gets pissed off like, why'd you waste my day? It's fucking amazing.
Right? Yeah, it's just so fucking stupid how trivial his plot, this fucking Halloween Town world is. It's so fucking dumb. The fact that he could have just. It's funny, he could have just fucking used any other pumpkin this entire time.
Honestly, right? And it's fucking beautiful as shit. I fucking love that they did that. It's so good.
Yeah. So then Halloween Town starts another race riot and everything.
he really did learn from Halloween Town movie, didn't he? God, but yeah, I guess he starts another riot, and then fucking. Like the fight resumes essentially, right? Where everyone kind of summons up their Zenkaiger gears, Zox and Kaito and everything. Everyone's having the rest of the main team is fighting off Hakaiser, right? And then they do the full power finisher move, right?
Yeah. Reason for no Sentai cameo appearance this week. Didn't use that.
Oh yeah, there wasn't.
I felt like they could have done that, right?
I mean, if they're gonna do Halloween theme, the only ones they could bring in would be like the furry ones, right? So maybe they didn't want.
Let me think. Is there any other Rangers that they could have brought in that was appropriate for Halloween?
That's the thing. Who would fit that criteria?
Right. If they were gonna pick, let's see. Do we have anything based on ghosts?
I mean, there's
there's an Orange Ranger, if anything, I guess.
An Orange Ranger?
Right, they could have brought it. There's at least two Orange Ranger, right? They could have brought in two Orange, two Black Ranger, I guess.
I mean,
right?
it's kind of honestly, if that was
it's kind of reaching it, right?
Yeah,
it's not like the last episode where they brought out high school Rangers, related Rangers when they were in high school, right? Alright, so there really isn't that many Ranger choices for them to have brought out to summon out to fight Halloween Town World.
Honestly, if that's that's probably the reason why they didn't bring any any Sentai guest stars. But honestly, that's it wouldn't have added much, honestly, But then we do get to the point where they kill off Halloween World, and of course then the other, what's the word I'm looking for?
The riot stops, all right?
Yeah, the riot stops. Right? Stops. Yeah, just like in the Halloween Town movie, they killed off Caliban, and then fucking the race war stopped.
Hey! Our spoiler cast for Halloween Town out now on YouTube. You can listen to that from last year and listen to the bad audio mixing I did. I did not audio mix that episode 1 correctly, and you can tell you listened to it.
All right, I guess I'll have to take a listen to it later and see how bad it actually got.
The audio mixing was actually really bad. I did not put that much effort into audio mixing that episode.
Oh my god!
Because I was too focused on the fact that we talked about a race war in that episode.
But fucking
which is a major flaw within that movie franchise. Now that I think about it.
But yeah, there's fucking
the Kudites come in.
Oh yeah, the Kudite test. Yeah, that's what they call them.
Yeah.
Right.
And then this week's I like how it's just straight up a fucking sheet over a building. I mean, it's like the dumbest fucking thing. It makes no fucking sense.
Honestly, they should post so much. I'm not surprised that they did that.
Yeah, just straight up like a sheet on a building's face and everything.
Yeah.
I understand the giant pumpkins or whatever, but just a shit of but wait, don't worry, we can't ignore the fact that there was some spooky, scary skeleton.
Oh my god!
Oh, they're just fucking straight up those shitty skeleton props.
Yeah, it's right? Just like on strings and everything. It's like
I like how the effects from it is the best part. You can clearly tell it's like they just fucking put some wiring on them in front of a green screen.
You can see the wiring. You can see the wiring too in some shots. This is fucking wild as shit.
It's so fucking stupid. How he just like it's not like actual CGI skeleton. No, it's just straight up those fucking prop skeletons you buy at a Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, you buy at a dollar store and then that's that you attach some strings and you call it a day.
It's like so fucking funny. How does have these fucking stupid skeletons coming?
It's honestly so good. I honestly think the fact that they just don't bother with hiding too much about it just really adds to the fucking scene. It's honestly so good. It's just so fucking silly.
Mm-hmm. But then it turns out the only way to defeat these evil spirit is to become a ghost. As well.
Yeah, just wears a sheet, right? If I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm, yeah, he just wears them.
And then they just think it's a ghost too. And they're like, alright.
And then all the other evil spirits are like, oh, yep, that's a ghost.
Yep.
Yep.
And then they fucking blast fucking the Halloween town, Halloween world. Fucking, They just fucking blast him. And then we go back on the ground. We didn't really mention this too much.
Yeah.
But like, fucking Hakaiser is basically,
yeah, he's fighting against the Kikanoids and everything.
He's fighting against the Kikanoids, battery power low.
Yeah, and then Room uses the Bokenger gear. Right, and then to bring out cement. Yeah, I guess. Boy, hold on. Did Bokenger even have anything to do with cement?
Were they a racing thing? I don't know if they were.
No, they were just a vehicle team. They were just a team. They just had cars. Right. Yeah. So then his power battery is running out. His power ran out, and I guess his helmet was the thing that was destroyed. The way to make it seem like it was like his body before, right? I never realized that his battery right out, his helmet disappears or whatever the fuck, right? Right. Then it's someone mysterious. Like, who could it be? Are they gonna save this reveal for the next episode to keep us on a twist, or are they just gonna straight up tell us in the following scene and ruin all the suspense that they built up within this moment?
That's kind of a 50-50 for me, honestly, because this is like. It's like, we all know who it was.
I mean, it was obvious since we gave that it was going to be Kaito's dad, but I didn't like how they just straight up reveal it already at the end of the episode. Like to the point where I was like, okay, then there was no point for them to build up suspense the following scene, right? Right? Well, like, it was extremely pointless for them to build up suspense, and they were just going to show the reveal all the way at the end, right?
Well, I don't know if it could be a case. Like, this is how it feels to me, right? Because the thing is, we're on episode 34. Why?
Yeah, that's right.
The thing is, like, why bother dragging it out? That's my thing. But then again, there's also the case that you can make where it's like, then why bother adding the tension to begin with?
Yeah. Right.
So that's why I'm like 50-50 on it. Like, where I can see, like, yeah, I can understand why they revealed it the way they did, but I'm also like, but then why put in the effort in the earlier episodes?
Yeah, it's in the previous scene for them, like, was that what I think it is? Right.
I think, to be honest with you, I think this might be a case of damned if you do and damned if you don't. If only because, like, the thing is, for the kids who may not be really paying too much attention, it might be a big thing for them. But it's just like, for us, it's like, well, we know who it is because we've seen this kind of stuff before, and honestly, they weren't doing it.
Yeah, I can't believe we figured out the plot reveal in a kid show that's aimed for a Japanese schoolboy between the ages of 6 and 12. Boy, hey, I don't know how much you checked a certain subreddit, right? Right. But there were people in that server who'd be like, "Hey, I figured out who Kaiser is," and they make it seem like it was like the biggest mystery ever.
Wait, hold on. I mean, I'm assuming those would be put up by kids, right? Because there's no way. There's no way.
You will be very surprised within a certain subreddit that I frequent to discuss about Super Sentai, about how people take the plot reveal as like, and they're like, "Oh fuck, I knew it! I called it that Kaiser was gonna be Kaito's dad."
Really?
People
I need to find this.
Who made it seem like they solved the case of B.D. Cooper, right?
Oh my god.
Hey, hold on. Hey,
no.
Is Kaito's dad the Zodiac killer?
No, don't you start with that. I heard. No. He's not. You stop with that. We're not bringing that back into here, okay? I refuse. Not in
Yeah,
not in,
but here's
not,
the
not,
thing.
not in my
I am
Super
kind of
Saiyan
disappointed in
podcast.
a way that it is Kaito's dad, right?
Oh.
Like, there's nothing wrong with it being kind of, but I was kind of disappointed, right?
Oh, were you hoping for a red herring type of thing?
Remember that Super Sentai OVA that came out, right?
Oh, were you hoping it was gonna be the other Red Ranger?
Yep.
That would have been so cool.
The special ends with him saying, "Hey, I'll be back." Right? He literally tells Kaito, "I'll be back one day."
That would have made so much sense too, because there's a whole thing where he wants to be a hero, but if he got roped into it and they used him in a sense to kind of like they brainwashed him, I could totally see that being a thing. And then you could just do the callback to the OVA.
They made a big plot like within that OVA, like but with Zenkai Red, right?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna become a full hero again or some shit.
That would have been so cool.
And then you have the Hawkeye who literally has that whole personality, like, hey, yo, what's up? I'm a hero. I'm on the wrong side, but I'm a hero, right?
Mm-hmm. To be honest with you, if that was the case, I would have not seen that coming. Because honestly, like, for one, he's an OVA character, right? So I wouldn't expect him to come. Well, I say that, but then we remember fucking Kamen Rider Saber. That was a whole
with all their 50-20.
Please, you remember fucking Phoenix, whatever his fucking name was.
Oh yeah. Bahato,
Bahato, and he was revealed in the fucking like movie thing, and then apparently he just comes back, and then it's like
in the TV show. And if you didn't watch the movie, you were gonna be vividly confused on where the fuck he came from.
Yeah,
right. Especially didn't help that they reference events of the movie within the general TV show.
Yeah, right. But like in here, it's like. I feel like it would have worked a lot better because for one, we all kind of thought it was Kaito's dad, right?
Yeah.
But if it was revealed to be the Zenkai Red, that would have been an amazing twist because then it rewards you for paying attention to like the OVA and remembering the setup that they did, right? That would have been pretty fucking cool, and it would have been like I would have said that would have been perhaps on par with like I say on par, but like. It's somewhat on par with like the reveal of who the Black Kamen Rider is in Revice. You know, I don't remember if we have a name for him. I honestly don't remember.
Evil.
Oh yeah,
the evil Kamen Rider is named Kamen Rider Evil. Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot they just call him Evil.
Write that. You should write that down so you don't forget. Okay. Next time when someone asks you the name of the evil Kamen Rider.
What does evil end with? I don't remember. Oh well, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing is that reveal was fun, you know. And so if they did that here, I would have really liked that. I would have. Really
I would have liked that. That was my original head thought for the series with Hawkaiser was the fact that it was gonna be Zenkai, but then I realized there's no way they're gonna fucking put Zenkai Red in this fucking show. Right, as soon as Ijirudi started doing the computer shit and bringing up the dad's portrait, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, with all of that too. That would, but then again,
it was pretty obvious at that point. It was Kaito's dad, right?
Yeah, but then,
which I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it being. I'm not trying to make this a big deal, right?
Yeah,
It's whatever. Right? But I thought it would have been a way stronger twist. Right, like, the twist of it being Kaito's dad, especially it's fine, because we gotta remember, this is a Japanese kid show, aimed for a Japanese schoolboy between the ages of 6 and 12, and unlike a certain people within a very specific subreddit that talks about Super Sentai who complains about, oh fuck, where's the big plot twist? Why has no one died yet in this show?
Were they really asking for that? Really?
Boy, I was making a comment threads about, hey, why is there no rape in this show? I'm like, boy,
I'm sorry, what? Wait, hold on. Are you being for real?
That was an actual comment thread of a critique someone had about Super Sentai.
It has no place in the show. It's a kid's show.
Aim for Japanese schoolboy between the ages of 6 and 12.
Like, I understand that there was an era where it went fucking hardcore. I've seen Jetman, and I fucking love that shit.
Yeah.
But I can understand why they went towards a more kid-friendly way.
There's a reason why Fred Flintstone doesn't advertise cigarettes anymore on TV.
That's like if you're like I can understand you wanting maybe a character death, because the thing is I've seen that in kid shows like a good bit, but the thing is it's not always necessary for a good show. You know,
yeah.
Like now, if
doesn't make a show instantly good.
Yeah, because they're like like there can be a whole bunch of deaths in a show and it could be bad. Case in point,
right?
season 8 of Game of Thrones,
like the death of a dragon. Some would say, right?
Oh my god.
Right? Or a death of a powerful villain you set up since season 1 of your long running high fantasy TV show, who poses a threat to the entire world for his existence and his and his necromancy power that day, only to be killed by a 14-year-old girl with a small knife aiming for the jugular.
Yeah, it's like oh god, it's like, and she had no point in within that storyline because it's always been set up with Jon and fucking like the Night King. Like I can get her coming in to help, right? Because it will make sense. But like we were promised a showdown between Jon Snow and the Night King, and that didn't happen. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm not getting into that shit right now.
Yeah.
But
back to the original point. Yeah.
Yeah, but back to the original point. The twist is fine as for what it is. Because honestly,
the twist is perfectly fine, right? Yeah.
Especially considering how it kind of lends itself into a potential drama between the main Zenkaiger team and Kaito, and it also kind of helps to kind of establish like Hakaiser's character is there to kind of obviously, especially with because Kaito's dad, will help Stacy kind of remove himself away from Barashitara, and then find a happier path for himself, because that's where it leads into, right? Because where it definitely feels like Stacy is gonna he's gonna basically bond with Kaito's dad, and then
Stacy's gonna find a real father figure in his life.
Honestly, yeah, that's kind of probably gonna be the thing that happens, and then and then it's just there's gonna be a whole thing where like they'll very much possibly lead into the heel turn. I guess the heel turn is the term. The heel turn to Stacy possibly turning by the end of the series.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like, and it's fine. It's fine that we lead into that, and it's gonna, and it does set up for some nice juicy drama in the next episode. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad twist, and I'm looking forward into what the next episode is gonna have.
Yeah.
Honestly, this episode's been it's real fun, especially because it pokes at itself as a series as a whole.
It points out a lot of major flaws within the show itself, which is fucking great.
Yeah.
Right.
But it has fun, and we're having fun with it. And again, it doesn't need anything like deaths or rape in this fucking show. Who asked for that? Who fucking asked for that? Why? Why? It's so stupid. Anyway, it doesn't need that. But like, honestly, this show, like, honestly, I'm enjoying this a lot more than Kikai Major, and it's really fucking fun. It's a fun watch.
This show isn't taking itself seriously, and it's having fun with it. I like Kikai Major, who fucking forgets his own plot points within throughout a majority of the shows, right?
And it doesn't help that we had the one movie that was actually really fucking good. That I wish that was a whole, that was a series as a whole, but it wasn't. So there's that too.
Yeah. So that's this week's episode. All right, give it a good. Yeah, I like this episode. Really glad we have our second Halloween episode, but in Sentai.
Well, they had to make strides in the holiday episodes, so might as well be this one.
They do yearly Christmas episodes, all right?
God, I don't I'm surprised, but then I'm sort of not actually, now that I think on it. Christmas is a big deal because Christianity came back into the fucking Japan after World War II, and that was a whole thing.
Japan loves Christianity. They love those Christian churches and everything.
They love their cults, that's for certain. Well, then again, what country doesn't love their cults? I know plenty in America.
Germany bans a lot of cults, so.
Oh, do they? I didn't know they banned cults. That's cool.
They ban a good. I think Scientology is banned in Germany or something, right?
Yeah, they're doing something right. Yeah. Apparently, we just allow it here, but
look. If you pay your local congressman enough money, they'll allow anything in America. All right.
Oh my god.
All right.
Just lobby.
The lobbies.
Lobbies. Yeah, lobbies. Just come up and like, hey, here, have a gift of $1 million.
Hey, you know those toxic levels within the water that's affecting this town. It's good for them. All right. It's good for their health. Okay?
Yeah,
that's what the lobby says. All right.
It's perfectly healthy.
Yeah, it builds up their immune system.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, hey, by the way. Major news within the last week. So you know how last week I was telling you there hasn't been a copyright yet for a trademark yet for the next Sentai?
Yeah.
Next Sentai trademark came out has been registered.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Avataro Sentai Dawn Brothers.
Wait, Dawn Brothers?
I will write this down. You can break this down however you want.
That's actually something I'm curious. Like Avatar, I'm curious.
Avataro, not Avatar. All right.
Avataro Sentai Dawn Brother.
All right. So, but just purely, I want you to try to guess what Avataro means because it is what I originally thought it was, but it wasn't.
I would assume a computer thing, right?
That is what I thought too. You would think that Avataro is Avatar, right?
Yeah.
It is not.
So what is it then?
Because Avataro is two separate words.
Oh, so is it like Ava and Taro or something like that?
Yep.
Really?
I want you to try to guess what Ava means in Japanese.
I have no idea. You can ask
Try
me that.
to take a guess.
I don't know. Person
No,
named
just
Ava?
literally take a guess because the reveal is better than what your guess is.
Well, the only thing I can think of is like a person, honestly, or like I don't know, an acronym, but I don't really know. I honestly can't say.
Violence.
Wait, what?
Ava means violence in Japanese.
It means violence? Whoa! What? What? Whoa! Oh my god!
And Taro is just a generic. Fuck. Is it suffix or prefix? Suffix.
Suffix, right? Suffix is after, I believe. Prefix would be before.
Yeah, it's like a generic suffix you put at the end of a word. So the Taro part is extremely irrelevant within this case, alright? It's just like adding the word ing to the end of a sentence, right?
Yeah.
The only part that matters is Ava, which straight up just means violence within Japanese.
Oh, God.
Hey,
okay. Well, I mean, I guess that one user on the unnamed thread will have his wish, I suppose.
Yeah. Next season.
God, that's so violence, though. And Dawn Brother is very vague as well.
It's very vague. A lot of people, because of the fact that Ava means violence, right? Right? People are speculating it's a mafia type of Sentai, right? Because Dawn, is
Dawn would be a word for like someone who's like
the head of household within like a crime family, right?
Yeah,
right. That's the people are speculating that people are making inferring a lot just based on the name, even though we don't have any logo design, any suit design, any listing design, right? Yeah. Which is really funny because Toei does trademark their shit really fucking weirdly, alright? So Toei has a lot of franchises and properties, right?
Yeah.
The two main ones being Kamen Rider and Sentai, right? So whenever they trademark those, they just trademark it with just the title in text. They don't show the logos, right? Now let me show you this. Alright, hold on. Here, you talk more about violence.
I talk more about violence.
Yeah, talk more about violence.
But that's the thing. Okay, so if it's like a mafia thing, but that's the thing. Is it like between two heirs that are lined up for the fucking mafia?
Oh, that would be.
But that's the thing though. Why bring the mafia as a subject matter for a kids show?
Oh my god, this trademark updates. Oh my god.
If we were talking during the time of Jetman and Time Ranger, I can see it. But like now, it's like that's not something I can really see at all. What they're doing, or what they would do. Honestly, I decided to take it into a bold new direction. But that's the thing. I kind of don't think that they would do that. It's very weird. And then Taro is just what? Is it really just there? Is there really no meaning to it in Japan?
We do not people that. Okay, fuck it.
Or does it have multiple meanings that we're just not aware of? That we just can't pick
people
one?
Have not figured out what that. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. All right. Keep talking. I'm gonna quickly.
I don't know, man. I don't know what else you want me to talk about.
Violence, all right?
Talk about violence. Well, we hear about that stabbing in Japan and that happened on a train, and apparently there was a fire.
I can't find it.
That's fine. I mean, you can.
Oh, wait, no, I found it.
Oh,
All
okay,
right,
okay,
keep
okay.
talking. Keep
Okay.
talking about the fake American news.
Well,
news
America
media.
needs to fucking check itself because apparently it just can't fucking like look up what
All right.
the
So these are
character is.
fine. So these are both Toei property. All right. This is how Toei trademarks Kamen Rider and Sentai, whatever the trademark was. So it's just a plain text, right? So because of that, you cannot infer anything from it, right? Right. This is what they do with Precure, a Japanese another tokusatsu media based for kids.
Oh, so they just straight up go for the logo.
They just trademark the logo and everything.
That's weird, though. I mean, I guess Precure...
Because this is all by Toei, right? Both of these are Toei-owned franchises. Precure is pretty much Girl Sentai. That's straight up what it is. If you ever watch Precure, it's just straight up Girl Sentai.
Okay. But, like, that makes sense, because I guess, like, with the vibe from, whenever I see Precure, it kind of lends itself into, like, well, you know, we're not going to go into anything specific in terms of its story, you know? It always seems more cutesy, fluffy type of thing, so it's something you expect. But then with the way Sentai is formed, it's like it lends itself into a lot of different themes and storylines. We've seen that with Jetman, and like what you see in Jetman is not what you would expect from it at all, you know, or like same thing with like I guess Time Ranger too, because you wouldn't really expect a lot of these storylines or whatever. I mean, I guess so. But it's just like,
that's just funny how the trademark is.
Yeah, I know
it
is
the same
hilarious.
For whatever they trademark, it's actually like how they did it for the Sentai, where it's just straight up plain text, just generic plain text, and you cannot infer anything from it. But when they trademark any Precure license, right, they just put up the logo, and people are like, oh well, guess we can speculate on this shit, right? Because you can't speculate on what the fuck Avatar or Sentai Dawn Brother is without just the basic breaking down principle of it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So when Zenkaiger was trademarked, right? People realized that Kikai translates to Machine World, right? They're like, all right. So people are like, okay, Machine World. That's the best we got on it, right? And then they're like, Zenkaiger, what the fuck does that mean? That means nothing, right? It's like if they were to trademark a season, right, where the kanji and kana spells out to be dragon, to be Dragon Knight, only for the season to be about dinosaurs, right? That would be very fucking stupid to do, to speculate upon.
Oh my god. Yeah, it makes sense though, I guess. Sort of. But, it's a whatever. Honestly, all I'm gonna really hope for is that it's a good season. But hey.
Yeah. So stay tuned next week where we talk more about Japanese train stabbing.
Oh my god, I swear to god.
Hey, stay tuned for next year's season of Avatar Sentai Dawn Brothers, where they have a character get stabbed on a train.
I swear. Violence. It's violence, Austin. That's what starts it all. The violence.
Every episode is gonna open up with violence. All right.
It's gonna open up with stabbing on a train.
Jesus fucking.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Alright, coronavirus is still a thing. Wash your hands, wear a mask, get your fucking shots. Okay, thanks, bye.